So if you're really here to heal and you're attracted to this information, what someone's not telling you, or maybe enough of us aren't saying, is stop scrolling, right? Like, stop wasting your energy. Like, take your energy and commit, go all in. When you go all in on one thing, you are going to get results. You are 100% guaranteed to get results. When it comes to healing, we really want to understand what it is that we're trying to accomplish, right? Because so many people think like, oh, I'm watching a bunch of YouTube videos. Oh, I'm reading like 100 books or 200 books, which is not bad. I mean, you're gaining education, you're gaining wisdom, but are you really healing? Are you really feeling better? Do you really have the tools that you need? Do you have the mental clarity? Are you able now to like be around somebody who's grumpy or ornery and you just don't take it on? You understand now that it's not your responsibility to pick up that person's energy and to make them feel better. You're now understanding that you're an autonomous human being and people have the right to not like you. Are you understanding that you have the ability to not have to react to everything? If you're a codependent, then these are pretty good markers to figure out like, okay, yeah, I am healing. If you are codependent and you're not feeling better and you're watching all these videos and you're reading all these books and you're in all these support groups, then dear one, something has to change. You get strength from pruning, from less than, from paying attention to what's most important. What we need to think about is like, is more better or is less better? And so if you think about a tree, we know that if you prune a tree and you take life energy and you focus it on the trunk of the tree, then the tree can grow taller. What you have to do is that you have to take your resources, you have to take all of your energy and you've got to focus it in on just a few things. You have to chop off these little like sprouts or that are sprouting out of your tree trunk so that life force can be focused where you want it to be. When I finally figured this out, that's when I just started to meditate and I began to create my own journaling prompts. And it was all on, like that was it. A few hours a day, I was meditating. What was I doing? I knew, okay, I have to focus on this one thing. And that was transformational. Focusing on meditation was transformational. And the entire purpose of all the work I do is to bring your energy, your focus back to the self. You know, when you grow up in a family and you have to be hypervigilant, where's your energy going? So imagine that you're this tiny tree and you're trying to grow, but if you have all these sprouts, one's for mommy, one's for your borderline personality sister, or your manic depressive brother, or your alcoholic father, from this little tiny tree are forcing you to take your life force and focus it outside of you. And so what we try to do is we try to help you bring all the focus back to yourself. And the more disorganized, the more chaotic, the more anxious, the more troublesome the people in your family are, the more energy and the more fake focus they're going to take from you. You take all of these patterns, you marry a narcissistic husband or a narcissistic wife, and before you know it, their chaos, their emotional dysregulation will affect you. And so now you're literally, you can't think outside of what does he think? What does she want? How can I please her? Uh-oh, she's in a bad mood. Uh-oh, he wants more money. Uh-oh, he wants me to buy him a car. Uh-oh, she wants me to buy her a coat. Uh-oh, she wants this, she wants that. So it's like you never get to the top. You never get to develop into this full-grown, mature tree that has a life of their own because your attention is being taken away from you. Your energy is being taken away from you. And when I think about personal development and transformation and healing from codependency and emotional neglect of a parent, and even a narcissistically abusive relationship, it's like, where are you spending your life force? That it's time to chop off these branches that are not serving you. Shame does not serve you. Worrying about the past does not serve you. It actually takes energy from your root system. And for you to become this big tree that you want to be, this big magnanimous person where everything that's inside of you can blossom and be brought out into the world, it's really going to take a lot of effort by you to recognize what does not serve you. So I'm here to tell you, dear ones, that scrolling through social media ain't going to do it. Reading tons of books is not going to do it. Working with someone one-to-one who you see progress week after week after week, and the lessons are sticking with you and you're diving into it, that may work for you. A coaching program that is intensified, as long as you give that coaching program everything that you've got, it might work for you. But you can start meditating today. That's free. But here's the thing, you have to commit to it. Anything that allows you to bring all of the energy back to the self is going to help you develop the resources and sort of like think about all this energy coming back, almost like you've got a vault and you're bringing all the energy back. It's going back into your root system. The heck with the narcissist, the heck with the family, the sick, toxic family. Forget the expectations that other people put on you and they're annoyed at you because they have an expectation of you that you knew nothing about. Forget them. Just focus on the self. Stay in your own lane. And if you do this enough and you let go of the things that you don't need to worry about, you don't need to worry about Uncle Sam's mood. You don't have to worry about Aunt Sue's eating habits. You don't have to worry about what the kindergarten teacher thinks about you. You don't have to worry about the silly things. And you don't have to worry about so many things. You want to start making a list of the things that you worry about the most and then ask yourself, is this serving me or is this hurting me? When you have a plant and you allow the plant to grow and there's like a brown spot on the plant, let's say, or you can see there's damage to the leaf, by you letting that go and not chopping it off, you're actually taking the life force and you're pushing it towards a leaf that has no potential to grow. And that will stunt the plant itself. That will stunt the tree itself. But the minute you cut that off, then you have more life force for your center, for your root system. And that's really how you will grow. For me, when I found Codependent No More, I stuck with that book. That became my Bible. And then I moved on to another teacher, another mentor. And when I got to a point with, after going to CODA meetings, I was like, I'm not, in my opinion, I'm not putting CODA down. I think it's wonderful. It definitely helps you feel like you're not alone in the world. But what I needed were practical tools. That's where my journey began as a life coach and a creator. I needed practical tools. I needed something that was going to help me not be hypervigilant anymore. I needed something that made sense to my logical mind. I needed something that was going to calm Amy the amygdala and Harry the hippocampus. I needed something that was going to teach me how to regulate my emotions when I got upset, when I caught my mind worrying about what someone else thought about me. I needed something that was going to teach me what it was like to be accountable, especially when shame popped up and I wanted to recoil and run and hide. I wanted something that was going to teach me how to break the neurological patterns and the pathways in my brain, and I wasn't getting that out there. And so that's where my journey really began. But even creating the 12-week Breakthrough Coaching Program, that was me taking all of my resources, forgetting everything else, and just channeling my resources. And then when I created the 8-week masterclass, and then Soul School, and then my membership site, and writing my books, it's like, okay, you got to go. I'm not thinking about you anymore. I have to channel my energy and get this done. And so if you think about anything that anybody has successfully created in their life, it's because they were able to say, that's not important, I'm focusing here. So if you're really here to heal and you're attracted to this information, what someone's not telling you, or maybe enough of us aren't saying, is stop scrolling. Right? Like, stop wasting your energy. Like, take your energy and commit. Go all in. When you go all in on one thing, you are going to get results. You are 100% guaranteed to get results. If you half-ass it, you're going to get half-ass results. But if you finally commit and you say, this is my time, I'm doing this, and forget this, forget that little thing, forget that little thing, I need to do this now. That's where I was. For me, it was like a matter of life and death when I started my recovery journey. It really felt that way, and I believe it was that way because my body was failing. And the fear of dying of an asthma attack, which was stress related, which was really emotional related. Why? I couldn't emotionally regulate. And I had all of these false ideas about who I was supposed to be taking care of, and it was wrong to take care of myself. I was selfish if I took care of myself. Thanks, Mom. Probably rolling over in a grave right now, but I'm just telling you the truth. Like, I was conditioned to think that women should shut up. They should follow their husband's leads. They should, if they have strong opinions, they're bad. That makes them over emotional, dramatic, and not trustworthy. And so I was operating with all of this fierceness inside of me, all of this desire to be heard and to be seen and to live my own life on my own terms, but it was stifled by all of these false ideas. And so, yeah, that's going to create stress. I mean, if you're born to be a stallion and you operate in the world like a mouse, there's a big conflict there. But the minute you start aligning with your truth, that's when you blossom. And I love the idea that the logo for my business is the lotus flower because, dear one, we rise from the mud. That's right. Lotus flowers rise from the mud, these beautiful blossoms. I actually have a pond in my backyard, and we have lotus flowers in the pond. It's just such, it is nature's way of saying it doesn't matter where you come from. You shall rise, and you can rise. Do you have to do certain things to line up with that? Sure. Do you think a lotus flower is worried that it comes from the mud? No. If a lotus flower worried that it came from the mud, lotus flower would be giving its life source energy to things that would diminish its ability to blossom. So my suggestion is, dear one, stop scrolling, stop wasting your time, stop deluding yourself into thinking that because you listen to YouTube videos on podcasts on your drive home or on the train home from work, stop deluding yourself into thinking that that's actually creating momentum in your life. It's better than not doing it, but I can tell you that if you're frustrated, because so many people write me and so many people ask me, why aren't I healing? Why is this taking so long? And really interesting, when people opt into one of my coaching programs, I would say 9 times out of 10, all right, 8 times out of 10, people say, I've been watching you since 2017. I've been watching you since 2012, and it's 2025. And they've taken all this time to opt in to a coaching program that is centered on getting them to focus on healing themselves in a very systematic way. So think about all that time that's been wasted. And I'm not saying work in my program. What I'm saying is think about the time that's been wasted by watching videos and reading books and not taking your energy and committing all into something. So you can start today. You can just start committing to meditation. Meditations are free on YouTube. I don't know, I forgot how many meditations I have on YouTube. I'm on Insight Timer. I have a podcast. I have journaling workbooks. I mean, you can get yourself journaling workbooks. I mean, just commit, go all in and decide that no more wasting my energy on people and ideas and on things that are not providing me the most bang for my buck. Your focus is everything. In my opinion, the powers that be know that if they can get you to worry, they're controlling your focus. And narcissists work the same way. If they can get you to control, if they can control your focus by getting you to worry about what you think they think about you, then they're controlling you. You can't become the magnificent tree that you were meant to be because your energy is being pushed out where it doesn't belong. So it's time to prune, dear ones. It's time to prune. It's time to focus on the self. It's time to commit 100% to your healing journey. And whatever that means for you, just make sure that you commit. Namaste, dear ones. As I bow to the love and light that is absolutely in you. Until next time. Bye for now. Hey, if you love this content, don't forget to check out the next video, and you can go to my website and take the codependency quiz.